watch, I'm feeling so faded. This shit doesn't stop, I'm still on the clock, I know that they hate it. Big body shit when I'm swaying, I had her gon' leave you laying. The streets, they get so cold, I'm in the streets, I ride alone. I roll the heat, I'm dripped in chrome. Stop talking so hard on my phone. I'm probably in life and no do to be long. I'm probably a savage, don't give me your soul. I don't wanna do you no wrong, don't want you to do me no wrong. I been getting down high, sipping on water till sunrise. Cartier lens, what I do, got 4 I do what I want anywhere, got my ties. She tired of the broke guy, now she over here trying to show off for thick thighs. I'm just over here trying to win it, I pray for forgiveness, I'm sinning. Like out of here, nigga be trending. Big old racks, we spinning. Massage the brain on my linen. I tell you niggas mind they business, I tell you hoes get with it.
Alright, bet. So you trending from the trenches, trendiest podcast on the fucking net. Hold on, I got gunshots today. Yeah, here you go. We can hear it in the fucking
turn it up a little bit.
Alright, we turn on some Joe Budden shit right now. We in the building. Outside. It's July. Outside got in. Outside got in.
They got delayed.
Some girls screaming on the joint, whatever. Don't give me no effects. The shit gonna sound crazy when I edit it. But more time. Today's gonna be a great day on the Trending from the Trenches podcast. I got one of my peers on this channel with me today. Owner of Ninth Period Podcast, one of my favorite podcasts out there. If you haven't tapped in now. You feel me? You hear me? I'm talking like I got a lisp. You hear me? I said tapped in.
Twice.
This nigga's lying. He don't like my podcast.
I watch every single episode, and I'm the first comment. So if niggas want to act like I don't show love, and when I really do be showing love, they could catch a. I'm saying just like that.
I would've ran from that delay shit.
I know, nigga. My shit don't jam, but it be just like that. But more or less, we in the building. You feel me? I got a couple of co-hosts with me today too. You feel me? I know y'all got tired of seeing Bear Man Pounded Down podcast. So you know I got some beautiful women to come and tackle some wonderful topics for me today. You know, we gonna get into it, and I'm not letting them run from none of the smoke. I'm really on their ass today. So make sure that they check all their balances, cause I did my study and I hope they did their study, and I gave them I gave them a little bit of time to ponder these topics. But everybody shout themselves out. So for one, let's start with my interviewee today. You feel me? I got Ninth Period Podcast, Barry in the building. Introduce yourself, man.
Hello. Happy God's Day. My name is Barry. If you're Nigerian, you could call me Ade. Yeah, Ninth Period. My bad, I ain't take my ashwagandha. I'm a little nervous right now.
Run down the list of all your names and you know what the people know you as and all of them good things.
Alright, bet. So if you know me since first grade, my name is BJ. Yo, who playing music while I'm talking, B? Come on now, come on, please.
Nigga, man.
I would never play music while you rapping.
Point taken.
Shit crazy.
Right. For me, only I try to call myself BJ. Nobody else was jacking it.
Right.
So my mom gave me Barry. Cause white people couldn't pronounce my first name.
Okay.
Barry's not your first name?
No.
Oh, you told me a lie. Okay, cool.
I ain't tell you a lie. My mom called me Barry, so that's my name.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Barry, Iceberg, Iceburger, Iceburgustavo, ice.
You want
room temperature water. Alright, I'm done.
You done? Yeah, I can introduce yourself. Go ahead, talk on the mic. Tell them who you are.
All right, I'm Jaleisha.
And she's acting shy.
Oh. So my friends, they call me Lee or Jaleisha. Either or. Just not Juju. Hold the Juju. Okay. And yeah, that's me. I'm here on Trending from the Trenches podcast.
Welcome. It's her first podcast.
Yes.
First podcast, so I'm excited.
Oh, it's my turn.
It's your turn,
cool.
Yeah. Don't hesitate.
Don't call me by my first name. If you know it, you know. But everybody call me K or KK. If you know me from way back when, you might have called me London. Or the girl with the dragon tattoo, so you know the vibes. I'm here, with my guys for the first time, so see how that goes.
Her first podcast too. I'm hype about that one, for sure. Oh man, and we outside. It's about to get crazy. And look, this
What's your name?
Huh?
Introduce yourself.
I don't introduce myself. This is my shit. Man, I'm big trendy. Trending from the trenches. That guy, owner of Trending from the Trenches. Trendy. They call me Gotti. Don't ever say my government. People call me by my last name.
I do.
Yeah, my first name is disgusting, bro. Like,
Yeah, I will not be saying that.
quick question though. Not saying which one.
Your first name.
Oh yeah, so nobody like my first name. You feel me?
What's wrong with it?
I just don't like
I-
it.
very
we don't like it.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of those. Oh, I'm crying. Don't do that.
Yeah.
No, you're wilding. Oh,
Wow.
We shall not say that name on
Okay.
this podcast. Amen.
There's a lot of Queens J's with that
yeah,
name.
Exactly. Put it like this: my first grade class, right? First grade class, probably like my
It's
first
like 80
time
y'all niggas.
remembering school. So you feel me? One of my longest friends, shout out Justin Clark. You get what I'm saying? That's my dog. I just ran into another one of the niggas that was adjusting from my class in the dispensary. Look where life took us. We smoking weed now. Met him. I saw him in the spot. My son Justin Green. Shout out to Justin Green.
I'm just saying, everybody, whole government.
That's
I'm gonna
crazy.
need
Might as well just say your
you
whole
to pause
government.
right
Yeah,
there. Don't get too tapped in.
Yo,
Yeah,
Justin.
but slow your roll. You two don't need to know that, but you two don't need to know that. But more time. Shorty said I do. She said I do know your full name. I don't need nobody need to know my government. Let's keep it like that. I'm Gotti, trendy, and nothing else in between. But yeah, all right. So yeah, let's get into this. I think we did all the icebreakers. Everybody feeling good. All of those vibes. Like I said, I'm gonna get to the topics with the ladies, and they're gonna be able to tap in. But for right now, we interviewing my son Barry, because Night Period Podcast, like I said, is one of my favorite podcasts. My boy is up and coming. He's doing the same thing that I'm doing. He's a peer of mine, and you feel me? I appreciate him. You know what I'm saying? He motivates me to keep going. Little did he know that. You feel me? His whenever he drops, damn, I'm like, damn, yeah, I gotta go and drop. It's just good to have people doing the same thing that you're doing, so that you know they could push you in the right direction to make sure that you're doing what you need to do. You know, they say if you want to be great in something, find people that do the same thing that you do, and they'll keep you focused. You got to find like minds. Like minds attract, and that's why I appreciate Barry so much. So if he didn't know that, he knows that
Appreciate you,
now.
my nigga.
You know that shit. Shout out Godspeed on the live. You feel me? I gotta get you up here ASAP. But yeah, you feel me?
So, man, I appreciate all that. Thank you, man.
For sure,
That shit makes me feel mad, emotional. I might cry.
Don't-
I'll leave it.
But nah, for real, this is my brother, so I love interviewing my friends, and all my friends are amazing people. So let's get into it. So Ninth Period Podcast. I know the origin story already because I asked you personally, but let's get the viewers to know, because I'm just a person that loves origin stories, because I just want to know what raised that spark in you to go do what you really wanted to do, and just like make the commitment to like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do, this is the lane I'm gonna take, let me take this lane. So what got you the name of Ninth Period Podcast, and then what made you fall in love with podcasting to begin with? Because like I said, I know like the very moment where I made the decision, like this is something that I think I could do. You feel what I'm saying? I want to know what you.
Well, the name, it came from what I originally wanted to call my podcast was The Lunch Table, right? Because like my freshman year of high school, like you know how the lunch table is. You talk about everything there. You talk about girls, clothes, sports, school, just everything, right? So I was like, all right, but I'm just call it The Lunch Table. But something told me like, yo, look up the name The Lunch Table Podcast. It's like 15 of them shits. So I'm like, yo, like the fact that it's so much, I'm like, I could still jack it, but I'm like, I'm not even trying to get sued by nobody, because I don't know who has an LLC of anything.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm broke. I don't got it. So you're gonna get nothing from me.
Right.
So
And be chasing you like Cardi chasing Tasha K.
right.
Oh, that's real.
Right. Or 50 chasing Tierra Marie.
Oh,
Yo.
gosh.
So she, yeah.
But
on Monday.
And she still don't got it.
Yeah, word. Tasha K done went to Africa, so.
Now word.
Oh.
But so after that, I was just stuck in the dilemma. I'm like, damn, I have no name for this shit at this point. I was coming up with some corny ass names. So corny, I don't even remember it.
Right.
But I remember I was talking to one of my cousins, and then I was telling him like, damn, I wanted to call this shit The Lunch Table from my freshman year, this and the third. And he said, yeah, I remember like, we was gonna name it some shit, like depending on like the school period or something. I'm like, school period. So I'm in my room. I'm searching for any kind of report card or marking period that has to do with that freshman year, because I didn't remember what period it was until it hit me. I remember I was in that lunch period. Then they took me out of that lunch period and they put me in like a remedial drum class.
Right. A remedial drum class.
The reason why I call it remedial is, like I said, we're freshmen. We're missing some credits. We have 3 more years to make up of these credits.
Yeah. When you do all your electives,
So they take out like 12 to 20 of us and put us in a drum class, but there's no drums. It's just drumsticks and Home Depot buckets.
I was about to say, what y'all was being on the table?
Like, might as well. There wasn't even no tables in there. It was just an open room, mad chairs, and buckets with drums. Oh, buckets with drumsticks.
Did y'all?
So
even
that's
have
not
a teacher?
remedial. That's not
Nah,
remedial.
you
That's
did.
ghetto.
Shout out to my son, Mr. Mulaney.
Fuck Mr. Mulaney. He had that beating on drums. What kind of shit? I mean, on
Nigga, Russell was broke. Nigga, it has nothing to do with him.
Oh man, niggas.
But I was like, oh, that was 9th period. So I was like, all right, 9th period sounds kind of cool because my freshman year I started 4th period and ended 11th period.
Right.
So like, we thought that shit was cool. Like we start school like 9:30 and leave at 4 o'clock until.
Valid.
But no,
at 4 o'clock.
we thought it was alright until the winter came. We leaving school, getting on the train. By the time we get to the Ave, it's pitch black.
Yeah.
It's like 8 o'clock by the time you get home.
Nah, never.
Nah, it's 6 o'clock, but it's dark as shit.
Yeah. Look like 8
It's
o'clock.
darker than your shirt.
Like 8 o'clock. Alright. And so you got the name from the 9th period. I do remember that story.
Yeah.
I do remember that story, and I like that story. You feel me? Alright. So what was the significance of that 9th period that made you like, you know?
So shout out to my son Kilo, Abu, Garfield, whatever. What was that fat Spanish nigga name?
Wow.
I think Tommy. My son cleaned sneakers. My son cleaned my foams. Yo, shout out to you, my boy. And then there was this fat ass Spanish nigga. Oh well, he's irrelevant. But that lunch table, it was like very significant to me because it was just, we spoke about everything. We talked about like, you know, future plans and shit like that. I remember some of us was like, we wasn't even really that fly our freshman year. It was like, yo, by senior year, niggas gonna be free.
Yeah, because once you turn 16, you could go get a job.
Yeah, feel me? Yo, shout out to my son Gar, man. My son had the full polo button-up shirt. I think the eggplant shit. It wasn't the foams. It was, I think, the pennies.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And some badass jeans. By senior year, my son Don C, diamond cross chains.
I'm crying.
Good Montclairs, everything. Balmains. My son stuck to the plan.
And shout out to the scam life.
That
Shout out to the scam life, nigga. That was not no 9 to 5.
Nah, my son, he worked at Home Depot.
Right.
Like all of y'all.
He worked at Home Depot turning niggas into pros for real.
We're not gonna put no smut on his name, but anyway,
more or less.
But yeah, that lunch period was just like, it was just everything to me. Like, no, like even past sophomore year, junior year, senior year, I always liked that lunch period because like we witnessed a whole lot of shit. We witnessed a nigga getting fucked up because he walking around Bangkoking niggas and shit like that. We seen fights with people fighting. School safety try to break the shit up. School safety get hit in the face with chocolate milk.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, level 3 used to get beat up a lot at Dozo too. So it was, you know, a regular thing.
Yeah. The
thing that be messing me up about this story is, right, 9th period to me sounds like the end of the day.
It is. It really was the end of the day. Like in the beginning, you know, we stay until 4th to 11th period until it got hot.
11
niggas,
period.
Yeah.
You had 11 periods in school.
Yeah.
Didn't Dozo used to get
like
out at
8.
4?
I don't know. I used to get out at 1:30. The only time I was in high school.
You was valedictorian or some shit?
Nah,
nigga had the greatest schedule ever.
I get school for 7 though.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
That's cool though, cause while y'all just coming to school or like y'all just getting in the process of walking out the door. You feel what I'm saying? I'm out of it. I was an early bird regardless. So you feel what I'm saying? I pull up, I got parking. You feel what I'm saying? I go right there. I was driving since sophomore year for sure.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we outside. Come on, we bought a hoopty. Nigga, I ain't gotta be flashy. I had a Jeep Liberty.
Oh wow.
Ain't
you big Brady.
$2,000, bro. That's it. You feel me?
2000 in high school felt like $1 million.
Yeah, nigga, it was a lot of front yards of shoveling. When New York used to get snow, I did the real one. You heard, not the fake one.
Yeah, these little niggas don't shovel nothing.
They don't shovel nothing no more.
They gonna turn into a pro.
Exactly.
You ask them to shovel, like, yo, what you talking about, nigga?
Like, well, I get bread, big bread, bands a week. Like, ain't not doing nothing for $100 no more.
What you talking about, shovel?
Right, yeah. Swing that PayPal card and the chime. And what's the new one? DraftKings. More time. All right. So cool. All right. So we got that down packed. We got what the significance of the ninth period was and how you got the name Ninth Period Podcast, which is such a dope podcast name. I want y'all to know that I'm so jealous of how good this shit looks on Fitteds. And he just put Ninth Period Podcast on Fitteds. I'm like, yo, that shit is merch. That's fire now. Like.
Well, I don't got it on my hat right now.
But it works.
No, yeah, I was looking, trying to figure it
out. But the patch is fire.
Thank you.
I just love everything about it. You feel what I'm saying? So, more time. I just want to know what was that significant moment for you, because as a podcaster, this is something that's exciting for me, because I just want to know when other people got that fire, that burn, where they're like, all right, I love podcasting, boom. This is something that I like to do, boom. This is something that I'm going to watch. Because I feel like podcasting completely depleted TV for me. I cannot watch TV anymore. And ever since I made the decision to be like, alright, I fuck with podcasting, I haven't watched TV, and that's been the last 3 years. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. I be on YouTube, I click a podcast and I watch that shit all day. You know what I'm saying? Wow. The TV would be pitch black, but I'm on my phone. Just, you feel me, vibing. So what was that moment that, podcasting really took over your mind and heart?
I was the first podcast I was listening to was Drink Champs. So I'm just infatuated with hip hop and just like stories of like 90s, early 2000s and shit like that. So I was just listening to that. I was like, nah, that shit's kind of cool. But do I see myself doing it? I'm like, nah. But since I was a kid, like my voice sounded like this when I was like 11 years old.
Yeah, nigga sound like Denzel Washington. I don't know.
So so I remember this school nurse. She was like, yo, you should go into radio. So I was like, ain't no money in radio. Fuck, I'm doing that for. I'm gonna be a ball player.
Because everybody's ball is life.
And then I quit playing basketball to be a wrestler.
Oh Lord.
Yo, listen, please.
Not today.
Please. Y'all cut it out, please.
A wrestler?
Yeah, I was infatuated with the WWE, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I was when I was younger too, but
Isn't
I never
it
wanted
fake?
to do it.
Yeah.
I never wanted to do it.
Nah, it's fake, but like I ain't gonna front. Like I remember the day I quit basketball. Like I had a personal trainer and everything. And then my brother was like, yo, we about to go to practice. I was like, I ain't going. I'm about to watch wrestling highlights.
Okay.
And then I know we're way off from the question.
I know.
But I remember in like 4th grade, we had like this career day dude, right? He came in, he was like, yo, so what does everybody want to do? Everybody's saying doctor, lawyer, basketball player. It's coming up to me next. I want to be in the WWE. The whole class erupts in laughter.
Right. Which is something that you really could have did. Personally.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Looking at it now, nah, dog.
You don't think so?
I'm not wearing no tighty whities, man.
Yeah, definitely want
Some
to see
shiny latex tighty whities is not happening.
Yeah, gotcha.
But anyways, so
John Cena was my favorite because my son put on cargos. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah, jean shorts.
George.
Better than the Speedo.
He started with Speedos actually.
Never seen that John Cena.
He probably had like 2 matches in that. Then he just put on some jorts.
Yeah. What the fucking jorts on, nigga?
But so I was listening to Drink Champs. I'm like, I like this shit. This and the third. Then I listened to Tax Season. And that's like my favorite podcast ever.
Shout out Taxstone, free Taxstone.
Right. But anyways,
how you feel about that? Let me just to freeze you right now. The shit that happened with Taxstone.
He kind of talked himself into it.
You feel like he kind of
like
gave
the power of the tongue is powerful. He said
he was moving too cocky with it, right?
Not even that. He was like, I remember a certain episode. He said, if I ever go to jail, it's because I was defending myself. But in almost every episode, he's like, yo, fuck Troy Ave. I'm just. But then again,
hold on. And a lot of people sitting around looking confused. So my 2 lovely co-hosts. The thing that we talking about right now is Taxstone, probably one of the first podcasters to really like be a podcaster and like do what he does in that space. And then he got into a big altercation at
Irving
Plaza with Troy Ave. I don't know if y'all remember, somebody got shot and killed.
Yeah.
So that was the situation that's going on with Taxstone. He recently just got
35
years in jail.
How long he been out for?
He was already knocked for like 6 years.
He was knocked since like 2016, 2017.
he been knocked for a minute, but he just got sentenced to 30, 35 years because he killed somebody, and it was like reckless endangerment. He was shooting.
But he didn't get charged for murder. He got charged for like
shooting the crowd.
I think aggravated assault or manslaughter.
I remember that.
Two.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
Yeah, so you feel me? And it's been a big thing. So that's what we talking about. But if that's one of his favorite podcasters. So the crazy thing is, I've never I tapped into Taxstone, but not when he was like doing his initial thing. Because you feel me? I wasn't in love with podcasting then. But when I did tap in, I see what you're talking about though. His content is really good.
Yeah. But so I was listening to him. I was like, yo, how the fuck is this nigga able to ramble for 15 minutes straight? But it's like interesting words.
Yeah, he's a storyteller.
Yeah,
for a good one at that.
Right. So I'm just listening to that. I'm like, okay. And then like I'm starting to say like, yo, I think I might want to do a podcast. And a lot of people they're saying like, yo, I can see you doing that, this, that, and third. I was like, okay, whatever. Then Roosevelt Field one day, right? Because I went to Nassau. So I wanted to just get a hat. I'm talking to the sales associate. We talking about a specific hat. And then like 2-3 hours later, we still in the same spot, just talking about mad shit. We talking about fucking him living in Boston and trying to get accustomed to New York. It's really fast paced out here. Him getting jumped on like some N16 or some shit like that.
Right. He got jumped on the N16 in New York.
I think so. Yeah. Well, Long Island, pretty much. So.
N16.
That's Long Island, bro.
That's Long
Jumped
Island.
in Long Island is crazy.
Some Nassau people think they're real tough.
That's probably Hempstead. Hempstead, you can get jumped in Hempstead.
Yeah, Hempstead and like Wine Dance.
Oh yeah.
You getting jumped in wine. I can't get jumped in wine dance.
I ain't gonna front. Niggas be saying Wine Dance is like the 40 of Long Island.
I thought Roosevelt was the 40 of Long Island.
Hell no.
Nassau,
Roosevelt get like that.
Suffolk, Wine Dance.
Okay.
It's the ghetto.
Oh, okay, that's like they're like
They
the
call
MS-13.
it the dance. They think they so cool out
The
there.
dance.
The dance is crazy.
I'm so left out of this conversation. I don't know nothing about Long Island.
It's because I recently
It's-
just moved over there, and I worked in the mall too, so I came across a lot of Long Island people. They weird though.
That's what you was
They
talking
dress
about
horrible.
earlier.
Yeah.
They
They're
dress
so
like they
weird.
from
That's
Atlanta,
horrible.
and all of their ups is fucked up. Everybody in Long Island
I
got
seen a
dirty
nigga.
ups.
It
I seen
seems
a
like you're
nigga
talking
wear
about a particular color of people there.
black or white.
Yeah,
I
nah,
seen it.
it should be fried.
For real?
Nah,
Yeah.
for real.
Oh, God.
Yeah, man. Niggas be having pink velvet do-rags
Quick.
with yellow sneakers. But anyways, I
That's the
digress.
influence.
But yo, listen, man. That has nothing to do with me. Anyway, so I realized, I have a gift for gab. Like I could talk for mad long. And then like once I started telling more and more people that I want to do a podcast, I was like, yo, I can see you doing that.
Right. The person that just called him a
Yo,
clown on live is
so for me.
That was perfect because it didn't delay.
Yo, son.
Wow. This is interesting.
Very
And we
much
didn't even
so.
get anywhere yet.
Yeah,
so
we didn't get into the
no.
real shit yet, but
Anyways.
that long conversation is what really led you
Yeah.
to knowing that you could have long conversations, hold a conversation with somebody,
Yeah.
and actually talk about something that's
Yeah.
compelling for the audience.
Right. And then it was one day I was on my way to school going to Nassau. I'm taking the bus. I'm on the N4. I'm on Merrick right before it goes into Merrick Road.
Right.
I'm listening to what episode was it? I think it was Dip from My Pod when he had Young Berg on there and it was talking about like the Grammys and shit like that. So they brought up some question about producers or whatever, and then Young Berg was like, yo, let me answer the question. He said, some, suck my dick. I'm like, yo, niggas could talk like this on podcasts. I need one expedition. I was like, yo, if niggas could talk like this on podcasts, bet. Because sadly, I was just like, I will always tell people suck my dick for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I've grown up. I've matured.
You had a death wish we didn't know about, because that's what that leads to.
It's easier for girls to say.
Still breathing. But anyways,
I don't know. I'm not throwing Franks. You really gotta piss me off, like fucking clean. Like
Yeah, like
there's no way.
It's what's it called? If I throw that out there, like if that fly pause, I don't even want to say fly out my mouth. It sounds crazy.
yo,
See,
But if
Right.
I was to say that phrase, I think it's the point of no return. So you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
honestly,
I'm
I
feeling
blame
very disrespectful.
like when I first started like actually visually recording episodes.
Okay, because you was doing audio to begin with. Okay. And which one do you like more, out of the audio or the visuals?
Visuals.
You like the visual concept to it.
Like the audios, it helped me because I was like very, very anxious early on. Like I couldn't really contain myself. Like if you hear the difference between my audios before and how shit is now, every 5 minutes I'm like,
he was in there stuttering.
Yo, shout out to we about to talk about like it. I would have the topics written down, but it just wasn't coming out.
It wasn't flowing.
Yeah, it wasn't flowing
you
at
just
all.
had to work on your communicating. That's all. That really was all there was to it. Honestly, the first time I did a podcast, I could say, for one, I was sitting here sweating a million bullets because I was just nervous for no reason. Like there's no audience here. There's nobody really judging me.
It's the camera.
It is the camera.
It's the camera.
Yeah, but it was, I don't know what it was, but I was just I had super anxiety, like super, it was OD. But now I'm kind of like, it's whatever now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. How about y'all? Y'all, that's what y'all was feeling when y'all first, or when y'all decided to come up?
I think I'm more so anxious about it coming out.
Right.
But being in the room, that's chill.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Now, beforehand, definitely scared.
You was scared?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
for sure.
but then, like, when you said who it was, I was like, all right, cool, yeah.
It's a bunch of vibes here. I want to, put you with no crazy people. But but yeah, okay. So with that being said, so you never wanted none of them guys from your lunch period to actually do the actual podcast with you?
I didn't want nobody to do it with me, really.
You wanted to do it by yourself?
I did one co-host episode, and I regretted it because she came mad late. Like, she came like the middle of the episode.
So you just realized from that moment that people are
like,
not going to
cool.
take what you do as serious
I
as
wouldn't
you do.
I wouldn't even put it that far. It's just like I just went I just went against myself. Like, yo, I've been telling myself, like, I really don't want I don't want a co-host. I don't want none of that shit. Like, I feel like I came up with this shit to just interview people that I deem interesting. Like, I might look at this person interesting, but my co-host might not.
Right.
So I'm not trying to be clashing heads and shit like that. So I'd rather just, if it goes, it goes. If it fails, it fails. But at least I tried it.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of episodes that I've done that have not made it out because trials and errors, whether it was bad audio or just like the vibes were just extremely awkward.
Yeah. 100%. I had an episode I scrapped and never put out because I was trying to edit it, and as I'm watching it, I was getting irritated. I was like, this is terrible. It's not really content worth anybody watching, so I'm not about to put it out and have somebody watch it, and it's just like, Yeah, so it's definitely moments like that. And I feel like, honestly, if you don't want to be interviewed or ask questions and you're not enthusiastic about it, you shouldn't pull up to the interview.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's an easy way to end the situation.
Either, like, you could literally just say no.
Yeah, you would just say no. It's not gonna hurt my family.
I've had multiple people tell me no to my face.
Right.
Like, people that I know personally. Like, yo, I would love to have you on my
How do you feel
podcast.
about them after? Like, do you still, like...
I don't really care. It's like,
take it personal.
Yeah, I don't take it personal. It's like, especially, but yeah, so if I ask you why, and then you give me whatever reason you deem is like, that's what it is, then fuck it. It is what it is. It's like, I can't get mad at you. I can't be on somebody, yo, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, yours is done.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, so I definitely understand that, and I got a question for you, because for one, right now with the podcast scene, and something that I'm noticing is that a lot of people that are already established starting podcasts, it's kind of discouraging. You know what I'm saying? Like, you for one, you could see what's going on. It's like people that already have these wonderful connections, they're in the industry, the crazy following, and started podcasting. It's really like a head start for them. You know what I'm saying? So for us, in our standpoint, where we're starting from the ground up, and we're really trying to build something and build our own type of empire. For one, what is the work that you feel like you have to put in to to really get to where you gotta get? And then on top of that, what do you feel like you have to do moving forward with your brand and yourself to acquire these great interviews that you really want down the road? Because I know, like, there's one interview that you really want. It's the Dub Aura one.
Dub Aura, Jella.
Yeah, you feel me? And you was explaining to me that you went the extra mile to try to secure one of those interviews.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And you could speak on that, and you could also just speak on how you plan on when you're moving forward, just trying to acquire these type of interviews and stuff like that.
Well, for one, my biggest thing is I just need to stay consistent.
Right.
That's like my biggest problem. Like, since I've been a kid, like, I was just known to procrastinate shit. So that's like really my biggest problem. I procrastinate and I get discouraged a lot, but like I still have like a large support system, like from you, my son Kaleem, my son Mike, Quan, and just a bunch of people. My cousin Sam.
Yeah, believe
just,
in you.
Yeah, like
very
a lot of people,
important.
like fucking Samantha. Nigga, she bought me this camera.
Love, and that's your bestie.
Yeah,
Shout
like
out
for
to
me,
Bestie.
I love Samantha for that. Like I love her for everything, but like nigga, that shit made me tear up, nigga. Like damn, like because I remember telling her like I want this camera, and shit not cheap.
Nah, for real. Trust me, I'm trying to buy one right now. I know.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to. I think damn, that's tough. Somebody that
Shout out
believed in your
Sammy.
dreams off
Word.
the strength. That's so tough. That shit means the world.
That
It
ass.
really does, bro. Really does. All right, so that's major. But
Shout out to Samantha Graphics.
yeah. She just dropped I think she's dropping a masterclass.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. So you feel me? We on it early. I peeped. So
Right.
shout out to the masterclass. Go cop up.
She's literally the sweetest.
Yeah, love her.
CEOs.
Shout out Sammy
We
Whammy.
love CEOs over here.
Sammy
CEOs.
Whammy is
But
ridiculous.
Sammy stands over here.
But what was I saying? Oh yeah, and then the interview thing, because that's something that I want to hear from you personally, because that's something that like my mind ponders on a lot with the established people starting podcasts, and then how the hell am I gonna get the interviews that they get that I want? You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, it's just like, in my opinion, I just feel like it's just how hard you go for this shit. It's like if you really want this shit, then you just gonna keep like. If you check my DM with me and Double Aura, right? It's a lot of scenes there, but like I still try.
Yeah.
Like fucking, he had his listening party, right? That shit was in Manhattan. I RSVP'd for it. I thought I spoke to the right people, but I'm not sure if I did, and nothing came out from it. It was when I came back from Atlanta. I'm literally just sitting in my room, and I see that he's performing somewhere in Manhattan. I have no invite to this shit. I didn't RSVP nothing. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get this shit. The nigga, him, like he always raps about like rich rosé and mixing it with Alizé and shit like that. I bought a bottle of rich rosé before I went over there. I went to the door. I'm like, yo, I'm not on the list. I'm just trying to get an interview from an artist. This and the third. The security, he was like kind of looking at me side eyed. I'm like, yo, dog, like I literally just talk to this person and dip. And eventually, like someone running the program, they let me in. I told them I have a bottle of champagne, so just let me bring it in and gift it to the person. So literally, as soon as I get in, he starts performing. So I'm like, all right, perfect timing. This, that, and the third. Let me just conjure up like what I'm gonna say, how I'm gonna just start it, because I didn't really talk to him at his listening party. I just briefly like, yo, I'm trying to get you on my podcast. Like, yeah, you know when it's a lot going on, like, yeah, word, no, definitely. Just
Word,
push it.
definitely.
Right? So everyone is they're over there taking pictures with him and shit like that. So as soon as I get up there, he's about to walk away. I'm like, this could go left, or it could just be perfectly fine. I grabbed the nigga arm. I was like, yo, like he turned around ready for
Nigga said, what are you doing, nigga?
Nah, he turned around like on timing. I'm like, yo, for me, like, yo, I spoke to you at your listening party. I'm trying to get you on my podcast. This and that third. I got his people's information, but it was just right time but terrible timing at the same time. Like I couldn't. It was just like niggas was traveling and shit like that, so it just never worked out. Nigga at Mel party, Rod Dollar. I think that's Mel uncle or some shit like that. I'm aware that's his man's. I went up to the nigga like, yo, I'm trying to get this man on my podcast for real. He FaceTimes him in the spot and says, yo, I got a nigga, like, yo, he's a fan of your music. He want to get you on the pod, this, that, and the third. But I blame myself because I did that, but I didn't do anything after it. I didn't follow up. Yeah, I didn't follow up on it. But then it was like another random day, probably like last week, I seen Rod Dollar on the street. I was like, yo, like I need to get this interview for real.
So it's set up. It's set up to this
It's
point.
not set up. He took my number down or whatever, but I'm gonna,
follow
follow up.
So with that being said, now that I know that, now I'm gonna be on you to make sure that you follow up and see it through, that you get that interview, because I want you to get that.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Anything that you really want to do, you feel me? I want to see you do it because that interview is going to be great because you really want to do it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're going to put your best foot forward. So what that means, I'm going to get some good content, and I'm always itching for some new
Shit,
content.
I was on
when
a
it comes to
suicide
podcasts
mission at
and
one
shit.
point.
What was that?
I went to Rucker Park, right?
Uh-huh.
So the game is done. It was when
It was when,
NY
when
versus
this start, right?
no.
Them shits? Yeah.
No.
The let out. Yeah. Right.
No.
The man them
It
don't
was
get
it was NY versus NY, right? I'm working at my job. I'm doing a double. But I'm like, I want to go to this game because it's Brooklyn versus Queens. It was like, how can I really miss this?
Right, Queens.
But I
Queens.
ain't gonna front. I should have just stayed at work. Queens got torched.
All right, we gonna edit that out.
Alright.
Nah, we not gonna edit that out.
No,
Niggas
we
got
are
their
gonna
ass
edit
whooped.
that
Like, there's no reason why I left my double to see this. So I'm in Harlem. I'm like, this nigga live on. I drove to this nigga block.
Yo,
That's crazy.
that is
Dedication.
definitely a suicide mission right
Yo.
there.
I'm walking around. I'm walking in the store. I'm like, you know what? I'm wilding right now. Let me just go home.
All you had to, you was just waiting to hear one of the who you, and then.
Ninth period.
But nah, I get you. So basically, you just saying that that really don't discourage you. You just gonna go hard to get.
Bro,
the,
listen.
Get the, mhm.
I've been rejected by a lot of shit for when it comes to women selling shit. Thinking that shit don't bother me. This shit don't stop me. You just gotta keep going.
Yeah, respectfully.
Yep.
Respectfully. So no discouragement when it comes to that,
Not
which
at
is
all.
100% understandable. Okay, I fuck with it. All right, well, you feel me? I'm not gonna go crazy today. I got two beautiful co-hosts with me here today and some wonderful topics that we could talk about. When I explained what the premise of this podcast was, it was an interview podcast and also a podcast where we come and have uncomfortable conversations. So we're switching over to the logic over emotion part of the podcast. You feel me? It's one of them vibes today. We're gonna talk about a lot of the stuff that's been trending in the media lately, right? It's a lot of stuff that's been going on. I got Barry here. He's a podcaster himself, so who is better than to get his opinion on some of these topics because he has an interesting opinion and twist to the stuff that he's going
Do I
you feel
really?
me say. Yeah, of course you do. You think out the box. You're not one of them people that think inside the box. And then I have these two beautiful young ladies with me that's going to give a woman perspective. I wasn't going to talk about these topics that involve things involving women without having some beautiful women here to, put me in my place if I step out of line.
Oh, yeah,
But
sure
will.
but you feel me? I don't even think I'm gonna step out of line because I think we agree on a lot when it comes to these topics. But not for one, I still have my gripes with it as well. So you feel me? We gonna speak on that. We're gonna speak on that. So we switching the podcast over. It's going from an interview podcast into just talking and pop some shit right quick and get to the bottom. There's a little debate show going on right now. So with that being said, I'm gonna introduce the matter of fact. But before we go into that, right? Just to finish off the interview, whatever the case may be, on some podcasting vibes. What's your top 5 podcasts right now, so that people that not really into podcasts and then they watch this podcast could go tap into some good podcast type vibe.
Ninth period podcast. No, let me stop.
I wouldn't be mad at that. Though.
Ninth period podcast. Joe Budden podcast.
Best.
Mm-hmm.
That's the blueprint, actually.
Yeah. Damn, I don't
That's
really.
about it.
You don't like It Is What It Is? It Is What It Is in my top 5 right now.
Who podcast is that?
Cam and Mace.
Oh, they don't even call that a podcast. They just really just call it a sports show.
A sports show, yeah, but it's low key a podcast. It's only like an hour. Once a week.
I guess Drink Champs.
Yeah, Drink Champs. I was about to say, hey, you mentioned Drink Champs and then bring them up.
Yeah. Tax season. Even
Still?
though yeah, still.
Imagine if they
Matter of
let
fact,
pod from jail.
I'm gonna drop. He's done a couple.
Okay.
He's done a couple, and trending from the trenches.
You heard that? That's the paint. That's the. He's gonna drop in a gunshot for ninth period. Alright, you feel me? Alright, so you feel me? I had the ladies here quiet for a while, and we're gonna get into a couple of these topics. Well, and also Barry had gave me some topics as well. So let's start with his, because the other one we could get into a long-winded conversation about that one. And
I
then
feel like my topics was kind of fuckery.
you think
Like,
it's fuckery?
Like I just be writing shit down and just randomly come to my head.
But I mean that'd be the best topics because somebody might think it's funny. So you never know. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, one of the topics that Barry wrote down, he said my trust issues run so deep. Right? He said my trust issues run so deep. I'm asking all your exes names so that you don't never name our son or dog that.
I've
Yeah.
done that, but not
That ass,
for
man.
like.
Yeah, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Hey, let's name our dog Daquan. Who the fuck is Daquan?
When
Imagine that being your son name. Wow.
That ass, like
So
yo.
when I read this out to somebody, right, because they wanted to know what we was talking about on the podcast this
Mm-hmm.
week, they was like, "Who hurt that person?" So they was like, "You wouldn't be operating with that if it didn't happen to you in a way."
Not as
Well,
logical,
I don't got
though.
I don't have
I'd
any
throw
kids
up.
or a dog, but like it's just shit that randomly comes to my mind. Like yo, like I ain't gonna lie, like women are grimy individuals.
No, for real.
It could,
So
it could get like that.
they will have that certain person that's like just so close to their heart.
Near and dear, never.
No,
gonna
like no
stop
matter
loving.
what, and then be like,
Don't do
then
that.
you
What
name
was
your
that?
son that, and it's like yo, when you see your son, you see that nigga.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. And that's a next
So-
one too. That's not the father.
Yo.
It just might be the father.
Ooh.
Niggas will never know.
Can't
Yeah.
bother with that. Can't bother with that.
I mean,
So-
I've done that, but not for like.
What have
What you done?
Like wait, hold on. Give me 1 second. Like I
Who you named
I went through a list of names like with my ex of like people that I've like dealt with in the past because I do have some people in my past life who are a little disrespectful, especially when it comes to the public. So they like to play funny games. So it was just like on a respect thing. So if anybody say anything to you, at least you knew that. But it backfired. OD. It backfired in my face, but I was so happy it happened.
How'd it backfire?
We went through he wrote down the names and he said whether or not he fucked them, date them, small little things, whatever. Because, bitches is funny too. Because bitches be like, you could be in a room with a bitch, you could say hi just to be nice and then, ha ha ha, I did this with your man. Okay, cool. I know that.
That's so weird.
Yeah,
I like that, though.
It is weird, but
It's a little ha-ha moment for them.
it had backfired
It's
for
the
me
same thing with
because
niggas, though.
No, it is.
True.
It is.
I'm gonna be honest.
You'll
though,
see a
but, like,
nigga.
But you know how pissed I would be if my household is peaceful and then she went outside to have fun and I'm home chilling and then she comes back because a bitch told her that we romped past time.
Yeah.
What are you doing that for, bro?
Yeah.
You just blew up all the peace.
Yeah.
Like, it's over with
And
now.
that has happened to me. So he had like the list of names and I saw a name that looked familiar.
Blood.
The reason why I saw that was because one time his phone was downstairs in the living room and he told me to go get it. I went to go get it and then as I had it in my hand, text message pop up. Her name popped up and there was a chocolate emoji.
Gunshot.
I had
Chocolate, my nigga.
and it's crazy because this is why I don't trust nobody at all. Before I asked him about it, he was like, "Nah, that's just my best friend." But then when I saw the list, I'm like, "Wait a minute! If this was your best friend, what did you do with her?" And they said they did the Humpty Hump, whatever. And then it turned around and blew up to where people in Florida's calling my phone. I'm getting blown up.
Hold on.
All that.
Jesus
I
Christ.
don't never, ever want to hear a dude say, "Oh, that's just such and such. That's my homegirl."
Nah, they did
If
it.
that's your homegirl, you fucked her.
Not necessarily.
Not all of them, but
Not
it'd be the
necessarily.
best
Not all
friends.
of them, but the
Not all
ones
the
that really
best
be
friends.
like, just chill. That's such and such. I don't know her. I never heard you talk about her.
Yeah, watch out for the ones when a man say, "Oh, I'm just with my friend," he's with a female.
Hello?
Because a man will definitely be like, "Yo, I'm with my bro," or he gonna name drop. If he ever say,
This
"I'm
man
with my
I
laugh.
ain't
friend,"
gonna front. She fake spitting right now.
yeah, because you know I be around
Exactly,
the boys. Anytime a
exactly.
man be like, "I'm with my friend," it's always a girl. It's always a girl.
Exactly.
They just never want to say because they don't know how you gonna react. Especially if you
Exactly.
talking to the nigga, you're gonna be like, "Yo, who
I
is
mean,
this bitch?"
Not 100%. I get what you're coming from because that kind of does sound correct.
90% of the time.
90% of the time, because I have friends that are weird like that. Like they move like they got ops. So if you say their name on the phone while you talking to somebody,
Nah, they would
else,
be like,
they
"My
just
bro."
yeah, you feel me?
They
Yeah.
gonna let you know if they with a dude. If they with a girl, it's always my friend. They never gonna say she or her.
My
Nah,
friend.
this topic just went crazy. But the main point that big question that I wanted to ask you about what Barry has said in his topic is, how do you start this conversation? Because it's like when you have the situation where you sitting down writing down all the X's, right, on situations, two questions that you probably didn't want to answer within that time period can take place. If you didn't answer the body count question, this is going to answer that question.
We still asking that?
No,
Nah,
I mean
Gucci.
some people do.
Some people do.
I'm personally not. We too old.
I'm
but
Gucci on that,
but
man.
but what I'm saying is,
I
if
don't
we
wanna
doing
know.
all the names, if we going down the names of your exes, 9 times out of 10, if he is your ex, he fucked. With that being said,
No.
No, I've had
I've had
exes I never fucked
done
with.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, some
I
young
have a
shit,
man that have your name
Yeah, but
that I ain't
like-
do nothing with,
Blood clot.
and he still love me.
Okay.
It be like that though. Like
That nigga
there's
gotta
some
grow
people
up.
out there like you don't even gotta touch them. You just do something to them.
I
Whereas
don't know nothing.
they in love with you and they just can't come up off you.
And
I've
it don't
had
make
that happen
no
to me.
sense. You
Okay.
ain't give them no play, no nothing. You probably just gave them a kiss or two, and that was it.
I had that happen to me. One person, I probably kissed them one time. Never slept with them. Never did nothing with them.
And
In
obsessed?
love to this
Okay.
day.
To this day,
To this
Yeah.
day.
it's
Okay.
disgusting actually.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because you look crazy. I'm not gonna lie. And I saw. If you hear this, I saw you recently.
So wait.
And you look
with-
like a clown.
With that being said, I still want y'all to answer the question, but I
Okay.
thought consistency is not key. There's a man that's been consistently at a woman for a very long time, and he got her, and they look like the happiest couple in the world. Yo Gotti and Angela Simmons.
No. To me, he looked like he annoyed.
He looks like he's annoyed.
To me. I've seen certain pictures where he be like, you know, like when a man been trying to get you for so long and he finally get you, be like, damn, I see why.
Those be the scariest ones though, but we're not gonna get into that.
I go for one of
Damn.
some girl I know. She dead ass posted that shit. She was like, yo, if a nigga been trying to fuck with you for mad long,
He gonna
Don't
you
do
dirty.
it. Don't do it. He's gonna do you so dirty.
He is going to do you the
He's gonna do you
dirtiest.
the dirtiest,
Trust
Oh
bro.
yeah, for
me.
a fact.
Trust me.
I'm niggas.
Dog walk you.
I'm
We
niggas.
know.
Nah, for sure.
We know.
Especially.
But can y'all explain why though?
Cause I'm gonna tell you why. I'll tell you why. The
I
level.
can't answer this question.
I can answer it. The level of how could I say? It's like girls vibe when you trying to talk to a girl, when you trying to court her and try to actually like approach her. If she's not interested in the very moment, you're gonna get the worst treatment in the world. I had a girl. Here's a perfect scenario. I'll paint the picture for y'all perfect because this is legit how it happened. Girl I was talking to in Brooklyn. I live in Long Island. I was telling her we about to go out on a date. I'm like, get ready or whatever the case may be. She
Son
tells
drove
me,
to Brownsville.
she tells me, pull up. Drove to Brownsville, right?
Oh no, it was really Brownsville.
Nah, yeah, it probably was. But I drove to
crazy
Brownsville or
for
whatever
that.
the case may be. Linked her. I pull up outside. I'm waiting for her to come outside so we could go on a date. Paid for the reservations, all of this shit. We about to go out, have fun. I'm about to take her out to eat. Cause you know I drove to Brooklyn and
She
she
stood
stopped
you up?
answering. Stopped answering. I'm sitting outside the crib.
Oh,
Sitting
you
outside
got
the
stood
crib.
up.
You ever stood somebody up?
Cool. No,
No.
wait, but let me finish the story. So cool. I took it on the chin. Cool. What I'm saying, you got to stay persistent. Cool. With that being said, took it on the chin. Next time she reached out to me, she called me. She was like, "I'm so sorry." ... We finally get together, link up, and go out. Right? I've been trying to link this girl forever. I kid y'all not. I'm trying to link her forever. I'm doing everything that I have to do respectfully to link her, just so we could, catch a vibe. As soon as I know she link with me, we gonna be good. First date, she fuck with me, whatever the case may be, we cool. Go back to the crib, I hit. Cool, right? First date. I knew that she was gonna fuck with me because I'm just a cool ass nigga. Like, cool, whatever the case may be. Go to the crib, I hit. Yo, can I tell y'all the fucking switch up was like blasphemous, bro.
Oh yeah,
all
yeah,
of us
yeah.
something.
You try to link her for 30 years.
30 years.
As soon as you rip,
As soon as I-
her schedule cleared.
I can't relate to
word
that.
to my
Nah,
life.
it
Word
wasn't
to my
like
life. This shit
that.
was so sick to me because now she didn't have no friends. She didn't have
She had
no
nothing to do.
job.
She was on
She
your
had
body.
Nothing to do on my ass. So with that being said, it's like, how do you expect me not to want to violate you if I was genuinely trying to seek out to talk to you, and if we in a conversation where we're genuinely trying to rock with each other, if you're not interested, let me know. I will dip. But if you are giving me play and you playing with me, then what do you expect me to do when I get an opportunity to play back?
Oh wow, that's not how I thought this conversation was gonna go.
But that's what I'm
Word.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's just that. It don't happen with every situation. But
Lord.
you feel what I'm saying? Some of them is like that.
How long was you trying to like get at this girl though?
It was a little minute.
What's a little
Little
minute? Like
minute.
Months,
years,
years.
months, like
It's
Some
probably,
weeks?
It's probably like 2 months, 2-3 months.
boy,
that's not no time.
That's not what we talking about.
Y'all talking about somebody that's going after
for
somebody for
years, years.
Well, at that case, if I'm going at you for years, I'm violating. But
What you whispering over there?
I didn't really violate Shorty though. I kept talking to her for a little while, but when it came down to whatever happened with that situation, I kind of did violate
Oh my god.
because that was in the back of my mind.
You ever stood somebody up?
Yep.
Yes, she did.
Oh
She did.
gosh. Oh
Yeah,
did.
last year.
Lord.
Oh, recent.
So, yes, it was last year, and actually, it was this young lady. She was interested in me, and I wasn't really feeling it, and I feel like she didn't take my time seriously. So we went out. We went to Voodoo, and she was running late, and I was texting her like, where are you, whatever, and she was like, okay, I'm running late, I'm about to get in the Uber. Mind you, we set up a time to meet. And after that, she pulled up, we ate, whatever, had some fun. Then she wants to go on another date. So she planned another date. We were supposed to just go to brunch. Then she wound up buying basketball tickets. So she bought tickets to see the Nets that day. And what did she do again? Wasted my time. I was waiting for her for an hour. No communication. If you have me waiting for you, the least you could do is communicate and say, hey, I'm running late. But if you make me wait on you, and then when I finally get to you, it's like, oh, this is why I didn't tell you. I knew you were going to be annoyed. I'm annoyed because you didn't communicate. Right. Not because you late. I'm very understanding. But if you don't communicate, now I'm annoyed.
Yeah, 100.
So I decided to go about my business because I'm standing around in the city and waiting for you. And I look like I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. So I stood her up.
Respectfully, though. That's respectable.
I blocked her number. And then she called me from the bartender's phone.
Wow.
And she left me a crazy ass message. At the end of it, it was calm as a bitch. And I was nothing but nice to you and yada, yada, yada. She called me like several times.
If
like
she
that was
know
actually
that karma's
scary.
a bitch, then she got it. Her karma came quicker than she needed it to.
Yeah.
So there we go. Perfect.
Okay. But yeah, that's my stand somebody up story. I wouldn't do that again though, because I genuinely felt bad, but don't waste my time.
Life, man.
I wouldn't really call that standing somebody up though. Like
It's
they was
just
late and they
returning
wasn't
the energy.
responding, so you just left.
Yeah.
Her whole thing was, oh, I bought these tickets. I never planned no date like this for nobody before.
But
You
was
violated.
You late.
Exactly.
So that really has nothing to do with you though.
At least you guys understand.
Yeah, like, bro. If you waiting for mad long and there's no communication, you
First,
just
I'm
assuming.
not leaving my house.
I'm assuming you stood me up.
All right, I was coming from my laser appointment, so that's
okay.
number one. I was already in the city.
Okay.
And then what
So
I
it worked out in that type vibe, yeah.
after that, I went to the Standard, had some creme brulee, had a night out with my friends.
Classy, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So moral of this story is do not name your kid or your dog after any of the people that you fucked in the past. That's wild behavior and you're liable to get. But more or less, you feel what I'm saying? Trending from the trenches on here. We got great topics for y'all today. So let's get into the next one that Barry had suggested for us. And he was like, in 2023, we are so obsessed with our phones in every way possible. He said, do you think that anybody in this day and time will be able to get around with a map or a compass? Let me be the first to say on my behalf, no, I would be fucked up out here.
Nah, I will.
Hard no.
Yeah, definitely.
Can
I
you?
pay attention to my surroundings.
Nah, yeah.
I know geographics, but I know how to get there. It's like you go this way and then you go that way and then you take that block.
Cause look, think
and
about
go
it.
up that, think
Think
but
about
never.
it. Before we had GPS on our phone.
We had MapQuest.
I wasn't driving, so I
I'm
never
talking
had
about.
no
I'm
problem.
talking
Paper
about
maps.
before that. I'm talking
Paper
before
maps.
that. Niggas would have a compass.
Uh-huh.
You would follow the stars.
Niggas
Yo,
would have
you're
a
talking
compass,
about
not you,
before the
though.
land of time.
No, I'm just going. I'm going.
Oh, you graduated.
I started driving in 2016. There was a GPS readily
I remember
available.
being a
for me.
kid. I remember being a kid, and your parents is driving. You don't know where you going. You at like a red light. Yo, do you know how to get to such and such?
I'll go up north.
Yeah, niggas
something
like, yo,
like
go
that, yeah.
5 blocks right up here, make a right over there.
But you don't think they knew how to do that because they had no choice? Like
They had no
had to
choice.
do that. They had
Exactly,
to know how to do
but honestly, what I'm just viewing it as is like, yo, like we put so much,
into our phone.
yeah, that it's like, do we even use our brains?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was one time I was even in the city, I legit turned my phone off. I'm just like, I don't even know, but I'm just looking for a certain store. So I'm looking for the street. I'm like, yo, where's Green Street? He's like, and just goes to his phone. I'm like, damn, nigga, you don't know where the fuck this shit is at?
Bro, niggas don't even know numbers no more. I be talking to people and I ask them I ask them for a number and it'd be somebody that they legit care about, like son, daughter, wife. Some men don't even know their wife phone number. You get what I'm saying about heart. So it's like because of these devices, it made everything so easy for us and
Easy
just,
for y'all.
Yeah,
I
but-
be thinking about when life about to end. What the fuck am I gonna do?
right.
Honestly, some of these people can't even read a watch.
Oh yeah,
like to tell time.
Yeah, they
for
can't
sure.
tell time.
So I think here's a couple of things here's a couple of
Yo,
tasks that
your
we
shit
should
regular or it's digital?
It's digital. It's a Casio. That's why.
Yes. But I feel like here's a couple of things that people should do to be prepared, God forbid, if something happened to the internet and we wasn't able to use it anymore. One, we should learn how to use a map and a compass, like Barry said. another thing that you should do is start to remember the phone numbers of those that you care about. You get what I'm saying?
And pay attention to your surroundings, how to get to point A to point B.
Right.
Right.
Right. And then on top of that, I also feel, damn, I just had the shit on the tip of my,
Oh,
like
I'm
the
so
top of my head.
sorry.
No, it wasn't you that made me forget it. Damn, what is it? It's something that we need to know, because if the phones was gone, you feel me, we wouldn't be able to do it. We wouldn't be able to
Yo,
use the
what's up
phones
with
for
you?
it. I'm over here, I'm talking to myself trying
Nah,
to get
I'm
this
talking
shit
about-
back.
I'm talking about Khadijah,
my
like-
face, I'm like, damn, it's on the tip of
It is on the tip of my tongue. I had it, but it was smart. But it is what it is. More time, no, I don't feel like I would be able to survive without it. Damn, it would be a very different world if we didn't have our phone to help us get to point A to point B. 'Cause I really wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know how to travel. I wouldn't really know how to communicate. I wouldn't know how to, like, it's a lot of stuff that the phone helps you do.
I'll
Nah,
be
you
sending-
gotta
I'll be
learn how to do
sending-
different.
I be sending letters to girls' cribs like, yo, thinking about you at like 9:42.
Yo, I've gotten a
July
few letters
3rd.
and
It
not
would-
proud of it.
Uh-oh.
All right, so I think this
You
is
getting jail letters?
No, just from regular niggas. They might drop it off and give it to my grandmother, or
Oh, that's
I almost
sweet.
did that shit the other day.
jail letters. This is crazy, man.
if it ever came with the images, I'd be like, wow, that's pure art right there.
Really?
I'm trying to get that stamp,
Which one?
like the fucking
Oh, the wax.
yeah. I'm trying to get the wax
You
stamp.
sealing your letters.
Yeah. Spray my cologne on there.
Right.
You know,
Then she gonna feel
seal
me.
with a kiss.
Oh man.
I had a homegirl, her girlfriend wrote her a letter and she burnt the edges with a lighter and sprayed it with coffee, trying to make it look, old and unique.
Now that's
Like,
cute.
That's
Oh,
cool.
that's
That was
dope.
very
That's dope.
cute.
I'm taking
Yeah.
that. Throw it in the Rolodex. All right.
Okay.
I'm crying.
So look, another one of Barry's topics today was, it says, today everything is overly sexualized.
Oh yeah, niggas turn regular dietary supplement pills into yo, I need this to rump. Like for me, like
Oh, like maca
I
and
so,
stuff like that?
yeah. So like I brought up ashwagandha, right? So I remember when I was talking to someone at the time, and I'm telling them like, yeah, I take ashwagandha, for relieve stress and anxiety and shit like that, and it really
that's
does
what it
work.
was for.
Yeah, it really do.
But due to Twitter and shit, like Twitter and TikTok, people were saying like,
The stamina.
yo, the stamina, yo, my shit be on rock at all times. Women be like, I'm extra fertile. I'm like, yo, dog, I'm like this 24/7. I don't need that. But
Erectile dysfunction. That's what it gave.
nah. Well, for them, I don't know about myself.
probably.
I wasn't talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think she was talking about you.
Okay. Nah.
Like
Ma-
they needed something. They needed to pick me up.
You said they also over
Maca
sexualize
root.
maca root and CMOS.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to
How
my.
you over sexualize Seymour?
That's what I'm thinking.
No, my son Martin. My son that sell the
Shout out to Check My Aura.
yo. My son
Watch
said.
yourself.
My son said.
So why everybody looking at me? I don't got nothing to
I
say.
ain't-
All right.
Hey, whatever. Anyways, listen, man.
This is spicy.
He did he properly promoted it. He's like, yo, it carries like 92 out of the 100 minerals that your body needs. But he was like, yo, for me, if you ever if you about to rump your gal, take this
Oh, I
and give it to her too.
Okay, I seen. You know who else I seen kind of push that narrative? A skit. I watched it like 2 days ago. He took the jar of CMOS, took a spoon in there, took the girl in the room.
You
And
talking
came
about son?
back out.
You talking about son? I got the lisp.
Yeah, and he used to. I forgot what
I know he's
skits he
the
did that he
dark-skinned
was
nigga,
famous for. I forgot which one it was exactly,
right.
but it's one of them. But he just did it. So yeah, they over sexualizing just random
Healthy
products,
shit, man, like-
health products. I guess what they're trying to do is push the agenda that if you're more healthy, you'll be able to knock it down better.
But yo, listen, man. If you
There's not a lot of people our
under
age
40,
taking
why are you
vitamins.
taking honey packs and going to the gas station getting rhinos and shit like that? Rhino
Definitely
pills.
erectile dysfunction.
Hold
If
on.
you can't
Oh,
have
you
it
took a
stand
honey
up
pack
without
before?
that.
Nah. But there was an instance where it was a little late night link up, and I'm wondering why we needed to go to the only open gas station in Queens, and that just, ding, ding, ding. What you said? A rhino?
Oh, for a rhino pill.
A rhino pill.
I ain't gonna lie, if you under the age of 30 popping anything that is regard to erectile, like just for you to have sex, you're doing too much drugs and you need to slow the fuck down.
Drink some
You know what I'm
water.
saying?
By the
Yeah,
time
that
you
part.
get to
Take a
35,
detox
40,
or something.
it's not
Burnt
gonna
out.
stand up no
You're gonna have
more.
whiskey dick.
A
What's wrong with
clean
you?
diet literally gives you all the drive you need.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it keeps the, you know, that come out very clean.
Hello.
Because, you know, some of y'all.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
So those was Barry topics, right? Those was Barry topics. Now look, this one right here is personally bothering me, and this is not a podcast that promotes any homophobic anything. Cool. With that being said, this is me addressing the people like me. I'm not speaking to anybody not like me. So cool.
Oh,
More
I know
time.
what you're talking about.
More time. As a man, I want to be called my street nickname. As a man,
Oh, that's
I'm
what
your
you're talking
mans.
about.
I'm your bro. Do not ever in your life
Talking shit in my heart.
Call
me
my heart.
your
My
heart.
heart.
Talking
me
shit
tell
in
you
my
something.
heart.
I don't think there's nothing wrong
Don't
with that, though.
ever
Nah.
call me.
I don't think
block
there's nothing wrong with that.
Nah,
I
there's a
really
lot
don't.
wrong with that.
No, because listen, like men, like growing up, especially, niggas don't really show so much emotion. And I feel like if another man is showing another man some love, because back in the 90s, they used to call each other baby. Like, what's up, baby? You
You call each other daddy.
Yeah, like that's more ayo than anything. So I feel like for another man to show another man love, for another man to show another man love, I feel like it's cool. But if you gonna only show niggas love and then be straight dirt to bitches, we gotta have a conversation.
Nah,
Okay,
bro, like,
that's when the conversation
bro,
really got
niggas are walking around like, yo, what up, my heart? And
Yo,
see,
bro.
and see their girlfriend, yo, what up, Tati?
They really do be
The
like that,
first
though.
time somebody called me my heart, y'all should have saw how baffled I was. I was fucked up. I kid you not. Everything stopped though. Like nobody started talking no more. It was like one of them instances where you speaking loud and then everybody quiet. I was like, what did you just say to me, bro? And it's Harlem niggas. I know y'all gonna hate me. I love y'all Harlem niggas. Cool. But what I'm most to say, what I gotta say is my heart is out of bounds. Pick something different. I get it. You want to show your homies love. Show them in a different way.
What up, my love?
Nah, not that either. There's just certain stuff you gotta say for the girls, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, I walk up to girls, I say love, my heart, queen. You know, those type of vibes. You feel me? I'm okay with a nigga being a little aggressive. What's up, my nigga? Like that, you know what I'm saying?
Do niggas even still dapping each other up? I haven't seen that in a minute.
Nah,
Yeah,
niggas still
nah,
dap each
yeah.
other.
They
Yeah,
still
it's
dap
just
each other
them
up.
vibes,
Some of
like-
them even
I
got,
be seeing niggas give hugs, so I don't know.
Yeah, nah, I'm going in for the hug though.
they be
I'm going in
hugging,
for the hug.
dapping. Some
Okay.
of them
I'm going to
got
see-
handshake.
You gotta
That-
start with the dap, reel it in, give your nigga the hug,
Uh-huh.
keep it moving.
I only do
I
the
see
dap.
fist bumps and the
Yeah, I mean,
No,
COVID was a thing, but I do the dap and bring in for the hug if I really fuck with you. Like, if I do that, that means like you my dog. I ain't see you in a minute. Much love, miss you type shit. You get what I'm saying?
I remember when I was when I thought I was niggas' mans, I go in for the hug, niggas would be like, yo.
Yeah. Once they hit you with that, then you know what's going on. You feel what I'm saying?
I felt
For
that
sure.
shit in my chest.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like, damn,
whoa,
nigga,
whoa.
like, I'm
Or
a
nigga
gay room.
hit you with one of those.
Nah, nigga, yo, a nigga I ain't even fuck with gave me a jigger dap. I'm like, nigga, I don't even fuck with you. How you gon' what?
That nigga you gonna fuck with give you a jigger dap.
That shit is crazy.
But yeah, all right. So more time. My heart, out of bounds. Personally, don't call me that.
Do you think we should stop playing the pause game?
That was the other question. We was just about to get there. I guess so. I mean, we could speak on that. The pause game. Do we take it too far today in 2023? Personally, I just feel like I don't feel like it's malicious. If you get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So to put a stop to it, it would have to be something that people are doing maliciously. I don't really feel like anybody that uses the pause thing or play the pause game.
we mean in disrespect.
Yeah, like they don't really mean disrespect.
Yeah.
Or we not like against gay people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not against anything homophobic or LGBTQ.
I be
plus.
saying it.
You
And
feel
I'm
me?
a
Like,
girl.
exactly. So it's like it's more of like a funny thing. It's like when somebody says something that's just like, this is a childish thing to do. To be honest with you,
We've been doing it since we was kids.
yeah, like and
I
even
feel like
bef-
it's more like a New York thing. Like, it's
Yeah.
not gonna
Yeah,
make
it
sense
is.
to anybody else.
yeah,
It
nobody
really
else
won't.
really be on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
like-
was talking to somebody from down south. He said some crazy. I'm like, pause.
Yo, I heard
But he-
somebody
he
from
just
Philly
he
talking
just
about
staring
y'all
at me.
dicking me. What does that mean?
I'm sorry.
what?
Like, you dicking me. Like, you know, I'm
Yo,
on you.
Episode done.
Nah, ain't no way.
I could be using it wrong, but from the context of how they was explaining it, that's
crazy.
how I took it. Like,
That's
but
nasty work.
that's crazy to
That's
sound.
nasty.
I think the whole pause thing also, like, you know your audience and who you're talking to. Who's gonna take something as that's pause or that's AO versus who's gonna like listen to you and not even think twice about what you said.
Another thing that derived from Harlem, and the reason why it's such a big topic right now is because it is what it is, podcast or sports show. Shout out to Cam and Mace and Stat Baby. But they was like, I ain't gonna lie, Cam and Mace done brought that back to mainstream media. Pause. Like everybody's saying pause now. Just to everything. They even got me kind of saying it even more to just stuff that don't even have nothing to do with nothing.
I was talking to one of my mans. We're talking basketball. I'm like, that nigga that bought me before. Nigga said, "Hey yo." I'm like, what?
Nah,
Unwarranted.
Be so for real.
Nah, it do be that shit, but that's how they do it on the show. If you
I
watch
even
the
said-
show, they say
I even
pause
said,
to
yo,
everything.
I said, yo, lay the nigga, lay him. Pause. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I feel like the show is like it's
frying
yeah,
everybody's
it's frying
brain.
niggas' brain. It's like they be pausing shit that's really not even pause worthy.
I mean, some of it do be pause worthy. Like,
Is it really, or is it because they saying
It's
that?
like-
You start thinking about it too hard.
nah, like if
Like if I was to say you thinking about it too hard, they will pause that. They were like, yo, that's crazy.
Nah, that one is unnecessary. But like, if they saying like, for instance, something that they had said on the show was like,
Yeah, say it.
it was like Victor Wembanyama is such a massive man. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you
I
gotta
knew what
automatically
he
throw
meant,
the
though.
pause in it.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying?
That's a big dude.
That was crazy.
That was like that's
was
one of them
crazy.
ones though. That's one of them ones you
That's
gotta.
kind of
that.
crazy. Calling another man massive is
That's
But
crazy.
when the nigga 7'5",
It's
what
too
is he?
complicated to be a man and have a conversation.
It's all
I guess.
he could have used another word.
massive. Is crazy.
But that's what I'm saying though. You gotta throw the pause in there.
The
It's
man
just
lingo
like-
is too complicated.
So I
I'm
get-
glad I'm a girl.
I guess
Mm-hmm.
that pause is not. It's a New York thing, and a lot of things in New York things. Our lingo is out of this world. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't, if you're not from here, you're not gonna understand a real conversation between four New Yorkers. So with
Yeah.
that being said, if you're not with it, get with it, and if you ain't gonna get with it, that's how we bumming on this shit. You know, I'm coming. I told you, I'm overusing this edit. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck you, mean. But all right, so we hopping into these topic. This is the topic that I really, really wanted to talk about. We probably gonna end the show off on this vibe right here, but this is the main reason why I brought the ladies up today. And I gotta. It's a widespread topic. With that being said, a very, very widespread topic, and I gotta find a way to keep this under control so that we could get to all the points and you feel me, just address everything that needs to be addressed. So with that being said, and we still got your topic too, so we got to get around to that one. So don't forget.
Let's just get
don't
to it
forget.
now then.
You want to do that one first?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
let's
right,
do
so
it.
let's do that one first. That one will kind of lead the energy into what's going on right now. So
Okay.
so you could play the video. You could play the video by the mic, and it'll pick up the audio, and that's really all we need.
All right, bet.
Type vibe, and then y'all got the headphones on, so I can listen to what's going on.
All right, so let me pause it.
This is my lovely co-host's topic. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones.
Well, I texted him and I asked him what he thought about this today. So this is very impromptu, but I'm about to play it. Here we go.
We ain't gonna talk about it. Go for what? No, let's talk about it. Put it out on the table.
You're not gonna leave me if I cheat on you.
You're stupid.
You're not leaving.
stupid.
You're not leaving
You're
me if I cheat on you.
stupid.
You're not.
You're stupid.
not leaving.
You're crazy.
I've been with you so long.
Okay, try it. Try it. We'll see.
You're not leaving me if I cheat on you.
You're crazy. You want to cheat on me?
You're not leaving
Do
me.
you want to cheat on me?
I don't want to cheat on you, but you're not leaving me if I cheat on you.
You're crazy. And the thing about it is
I
that
done spent too much money for
I
you
don't
to
give a
live.
fuck. That's your problem. Because guess what? I'm not even going. Let me tell you something. You cheat. I'm not even finna be on no rah rah da da da. I'm gonna be so player. I'm so player about this shit.
I don't own the rights to
swear
this video or the audio. But with that being said, this is a fresh topic podcast that came out. That happened today. So with that being said, this is a fresh topic. So when the podcast
I saw that
drop,
last night, and
this will be fresh.
Saw it
You
this
cause if
morning.
you saw the audio, if you saw his face, man, that man did that already.
Yeah, his body language gave.
that man did
So
that
wait,
already.
hold on,
He's
hold on,
panicking
hold on,
right
hold on,
now.
Hold up. So that was the question that she asked me when she sent me the video. She sent me the video and she was like, "Just watch it and let me know what you think. You think he did it already?" As a man, personally, He did that shit already.
He been did that.
There's no
You
way.
can hear like the
shakiness in his
confidence
voice.
in
Yeah.
his voice. Like,
So,
nigga,
so
like,
my reply to her
you don't
earlier.
gotta know if I did it, but even if I did, you ain't going nowhere.
One thing a nigga gonna do is
Exactly.
tell on
Playing a
himself.
dangerous
Nah, for sure.
Exactly.
He gonna tell
That's why
without
we suck
telling.
at cheating. For sure, men suck at cheating because
Yeah,
they gonna tell it
y'all do.
themselves. But with that being said, though, like for one, my response to her when she sent me the video earlier was that I feel like personally he did it already because the confidence in his voice of him saying that you won't leave him because he already had this thought, he had this conversation with himself in his head already. You know what I'm
spent too
saying?
much money on
He
this
was
bitch.
like, yeah, that's the crazy part. But I mean, not for nothing, and that's what I said to her earlier as well. I was like, with that statement that was there, I said, yeah, I feel like he did it already, and yeah, I guess that was the point that I was making. And then I was like, because people value money so much in relationships, a statement like that could be made. You know what I'm saying? And then
And he also said we've been together too long. Like time and money doesn't mean nothing.
It really
Right.
don't.
It's like once you
Especially
cross that
time.
line, it's
It's over.
quiet.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck. I would be with you for 10 years. I could have spent 100,000 just on whatever it is that you want to do. Nigga, you cheat. Nigga, I'm out of here.
Yeah, out of there.
Or she could spend or whatever on me and shit like that. I don't care.
Yeah.
Time and money doesn't mean nothing to me.
It literally doesn't.
Loyalty means something to
But
me.
because
Yeah,
of how
loyalty
much
over love.
money,
Right.
exactly. But because of how much money is valued in relationships, I was like, that's a reason why somebody could say something like that to their partner. Because you feel me, especially if money is hella valued in their
Yeah, you
relationship.
could be on some shit like, yo, take off all that shit I got you this and the third.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a real person to be like, all right, take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people they money and valuables has so much of a hold on their life. They'll be like, no, don't take this shit. It's like, exactly. So where you gonna go?
Or a lot of people conform because you feel me, the person that they're with is the breadwinner.
Yeah.
And along those lines, and they just be like, all right, you feel me, I'ma just deal with it because you taking care of everything. And
I don't
You
like
lose
that.
value
I'll
in
be
yourself.
homeless.
I think that's kind of wrong because all right, you can be
I'll be
putting
broken homeless.
you could be putting money into the relationship in that form of equity, but what about the other person that's putting in sweat equity into that relationship? They might cook for you, they might clean for you, they might be that person for you that you can talk to once you come home from whatever it is that you do working. They might empower you with ideas, and that's a form of sweat equity. So they put in something in too. It's not you just giving.
but the one that's really valued is the breadwinner. Always.
Unfortunately.
And that is a perfect
Over my dead
segue.
body.
Huh? You said over your
Over
dead
my
body?
dead body. And you know.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
know.
But with that being
I know.
said,
you
with
know.
that being said, that is a great segue into our Keke Palmer conversation. Now let's get into this shit right here. man.
Lord have mercy.
You yawning?
Yeah.
I'm fucking tired of this conversation.
Let's get into this conversation. We have it on the Trending from the Trenches podcast, and this is the real conversation that I really, really, really wanted to talk about. Yeah, so let's get into it. You feel me? That's why I really brought the ladies up, because I did not want to attack this conversation with
just niggas.
with just niggas. It just wasn't gonna hit right. The comments would have been crazy.
I can't wait to hear what y'all got to say.
So let me make my stance clear first. Let me make my stance clear first. Justin Tatry, yeah, I'm saying my government. Justin Tatry personally feels
From the desk.
Justin Tatry personally feels that, well, for one, let's speak on what the boyfriend did to begin with.
the upside down question mark.
All right, so no, actually, let's run down the story. So, oh shit, Keke Palmer went to Usher's Vegas residency concert. This concert has been breaking up households for about 2 to 3 years now. Usher is just serenading everybody's girl when he goes to the concert.
I've seen him
singing to
serenade
them.
men. Not gonna lie, like walking down the stairs, the man was blushing.
Didn't he sing with 21 Savage?
Oh yeah, of course, he gave him the mic to sing. But I mean, like on the like the vibe that he's doing with people's girls is very different from what he's doing with the men. Clearly.
Not from what I saw.
Okay. but so Keke Palmer goes to Usher's Vegas residency, and just like almost every girl that I see there, when Usher comes up to them and starts singing to them, she got up, stood up, you feel me, was mesmerized by the singing, you know, Usher's Him Jones. Usher walked up to her, started singing to her. Keke Palmer proceeded to feel flattered, and she looked like she was enjoying herself. Then she did a 360, let the ass come out,
Man, yo, she was wet. She was wet up there.
Nah,
she was wild horny. She wanted son.
my God.
She wanted son to put her on.
This is
She wanted
crazy.
son to put it in right in between the cheek. Like, yo, listen.
Wow.
So
Or
she
put it on the left cheek or the right cheek.
Slander.
She
You
turned
got
Nah,
all
fuck
of
you,
that
fuck
from that video.
I fuck with you. I fuck with you.
She turned around and showed Nisha. You feel what I'm saying? She showed.
First of all, she's even said that she's never had a body before, and that all came from her son.
From
So
her
you
son,
know,
yeah, for
you
sure,
know,
for sure.
I show that
Why
shit.
not show it?
No.
Want
Hold on.
that
Let me
shit.
land. So I'm basically just explaining so that the viewers know what's going on. So she did what she did her little twirl, hugged up on Usher, whatever the case may be. The night ended. And I guess her baby father got tight from the fact that from the video and everything that was going on social media, the shit that people were saying.
So he holding the baby and holding his phone. Sick right now.
So he posted a
he probably put the baby down.
No, God, they wash no dishes, no nothing. But so they was like, basically he got mad and he posted on Twitter. He was like, "But you're a mother," with sharing the video of her at the Usher concert and the outfit
Basically
that
saying
she had
like,
on.
yo, like the outfit that you had on was very,
And he
very
has
tacky.
audacity.
Yeah. So boom. So here's let me like I said, let me tell y'all my stance on it. Personally, the outfit acceptable. She's in Vegas. It's 105 degrees. I'm surprised she wore that much fabric. Moving on from that, I don't, like I said, as a man, I don't have no problem with what she was wearing. Girls that I've been with have came outside with me wearing less, and perfectly fine, 100% comfortable in my skin. We have no problem with that. And I feel like he should know the difference. His wife is a star. This is what she does.
You all like wife. That man got
his
demoted to a
girlfriend.
BD.
Nah, he's a BD. But that's your girlfriend. You know that she's a star. So this
I hope
is what
she
she
put
does.
him out.
Wait,
So,
is that
relax.
even her boyfriend right now?
It's
Nah.
her boyfriend. Nah, it's her boyfriend. But
That man.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
Hold
Y'all
been
know
on
them
a
personally?
trip.
Nah, hold on.
I've been seeing some shit.
Y'all live.
Hold on.
You seeing shit, but do you know them
You know
personally?
what's going on.
I
Y'all
don't
live
think
with
anybody
them?
know him
Y'all
personally.
neighbors?
I don't think anybody know him personally. That man came out of nowhere.
Getting spicy now.
That
So
man
them,
came,
not him.
that man came out of nowhere.
But so
And he
with that,
breeded it.
nah, facts.
They came out of nowhere. He seeded that.
Oh God,
So-
Keke, I hope you regret that, girl.
So look,
That's crazy.
God damn.
Niggas
So,
don't even notice. Man,
with that being said, he did pull a bitch move. I personally feel like if you're gonna address your girl because you're unhappy about how she was at the Usher concert, what I personally would do is not do nothing on social media and address it when she gets back to the crib. But
Any man doing social media games is lower than a bitch.
yeah, but I mean, for one, let's not neglect his feelings. You feel what I'm saying? He just let his emotions overpower the logic behind the situation. He, like I said, he should have handled it when she got back to the crib. This is the main reason why men hate girls trips, because it's just like y'all go on that shit and lose your mind 100%. I also want y'all to
girls trips, girls brunches.
all of that shit. But more time.
Girls trip to the
boys trips,
mall.
boys
Nah,
trips
boys
get
trips
a
be
little
bad
wild.
too. Boys trips
I
be
don't know
wild
what
too.
you're
I don't trust no man that go on a trip with a bunch of niggas.
First of all, they don't even gotta leave New York City. They be acting stupid.
Get a
Understandable.
little
Personal.
look in them and a little
Nah,
nice
it's very
weather and
bad.
some bad
It's very
bitches. They
personal.
lose their mind.
Honestly,
Sound
All of
personal.
that's personal, but like
not speaking from experience. I just
Man,
watch.
I can't relate. I'm a child of
wait,
God.
nah, hold on.
when you constantly around the boys,
Yeah, you see
You
what they
just
be
know.
up to.
Yikes. But with
I be
so,
watching
shout out
and
to
minding my
Freeport.
business. I be a fly on the wall with y'all.
so with that being said, like I said, his movements on social media was bitch made. I don't have a problem with what she was wearing. But my main gripes about, well, I'm gonna let y'all say how y'all feel about the topic, and then we're gonna go into my main gripes with everything that happened following what was going on. So we got that out the way about my take on how I felt personally about his actions and her actions. Well, I'm gonna get into her actions, but how do y'all feel about the situation at hand from the beginning?
I think he overreacted.
Ah.
I don't think the dress really pissed him off. I feel like it was Usher that kind of got him heated.
Right.
It was like if another man, well, if that was really the case, if Usher really made him feel some type of way, I feel you, my brother. Let some girl hold my man and start singing to him. Nigga, why are you blushing? I'm burning this whole thing now.
So that's a question I wanted to ask y'all. Do y'all feel like her reaction was overboard?
Nah, I think her reaction was thing. Like, Because respect and boundaries. I'm not gonna fawn over no man.
The way I feel about it, she was a little thirsty from the beginning before he even sang to her, because if you guys didn't see, she had a video where it was a selfie video and she was going in, she was going crazy, like, oh my god, like he looks so hot type vibe, and then she turned around and did the whole spin thing showing her ass. So I think that's what really made him go crazy. Yeah.
Okay. And do y'all feel like he's
still wrong though for taking it to the internet? That could have been a conversation for when she came home.
Because she definitely said on their podcast, we need to handle this in the closet.
Exactly.
Right. He threw the closet out.
Yeah. 100%.
That was not something for the internet at all. And it probably got blown way more out of proportion, being that it was on the internet.
And then gonna say you're a mom.
And then she wasn't saying anything in his defense. So that could have turned into a whole nother argument.
He was probably calling her down.
See, the thing, I think that, and a lot of people said this on podcasts too, because I kind of watched a couple of opinions on this topic, and they was like, they was really like, I think that was his safe thing to say, because he probably wanted to say something different on the actual internet. You know what I'm saying? Like saying that, oh, you're a mother. He probably really wanted to say like, bitch, you bugging. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he didn't go that far. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And what you saying that he probably was really upset about
Usher.
is really upset about Usher. He's probably not even worried about what she was wearing, but the fact that she was doing all that.
It's like how you moving, how you presenting yourself outside. It's like, yo, bro, like,
you're still a representation of your
regardless,
partner.
Regardless of anything, people know that we're together. You outside, you fiend out for this next man, you fucking sweating, oh my god. I don't care if it's Usher. I don't care if it's your elementary school crush. Relax yourself. Like,
I know,
have some respect, because listen, if I was outside and I see
Ice Spice, just say, yeah, that's just.
I wasn't gonna say Ice Spice, to be honest.
Ice Spice, but if Ice Spice backed it up on you and was going crazy and you was smacking her ass, loving that shit, your girl would have a fucking heart attack. So
wait,
yo, listen,
is your girl with
I got
you
blacked on
or
for less.
you by yourself? Because not for nothing, if Ice Spice back her shit up and I'm sitting next to my man,
but
that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. I don't think no bitch that tough.
If you're not there,
it's not. No, I'm not saying I was gonna be mad about it. Like I would be smacking her ass too.
Yeah.
But that's
like if I'm Dolly or whatever, and like
with the guys,
and it be on the internet.
And the guys
caught in 4K. That was really the issue. Caught in 4K. It's like you can't even lie about that.
And it's like, all right, you caught in 4K. The nigga singing to you, whatever. It's in the third, but it's just you making videos yourself.
So, yeah,
that's just like, yo, bro, like you kind of doing a little too much.
She did look a little thirsty. That's why I said, like, if you're mad about another man, be real about it, because shoe on the other foot, damn sure mad too. But talk about her outfit when you got no shirt on and your boxer briefs or whatever tighty whitey shorts you was on posted on the Instagram. You're a father. Why you got your shirt? Why you got your chest out?
Yeah, I personally feel like that tweet and that comment was not the gist of what he wanted to say.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It really wasn't. Like, huh?
How y'all feel about her saying that she should have posted more pictures in the dress?
We gonna get there. But so
she egging that shit on.
She started going crazy.
She's trolling.
So with that being said,
he embarrassed her. She have all right to embarrass him.
Oh.
You're not gonna embarrass me on Rihanna internet.
So you don't feel like she embarrassed him first?
On Rihanna's internet for real.
All right, they both embarrassed each other. But again, doing social media games, especially when you in a relationship, and especially if you and I had the conversation, like, listen, if we have any problems, talk to me first.
They probably did.
Like she said,
and your girl is a
public figure.
Yeah, public figure. I wouldn't say superstar, but public figure.
Nah, Keke Palmer superstar.
Keke been running the show since we was kids.
Honestly, if Keke can't walk the streets, niggas will know who Keke is.
Yeah,
she's a superstar. Hell yeah. So I would say superstar.
I know a girl that look like Keke in the Bronx right now.
And you would think she's Keke Palmer. So she's a superstar.
Like, yo, you look mad familiar. I've seen that forehead before.
With that being said, though, another thing too, I feel like the guy could have got tight also is if she going out to see Usher like that and we go on dates and she ain't never dressed like that for me, that shit would tear me up. I'm like,
I think he's posted a video of her in her bra and panties while she was like pregnant dancing. So
okay. Yeah.
I mean, that's why I'm like, the dress, it definitely wasn't the dress. It was Usher.
If he got her consent to post it, then.
But I'm saying, though,
you showed her more revealing.
You behind the camera. She was still a mom. The baby was just in her tummy.
Yeah.
So it's just like, that's bra and panties. You're not really supposed to be. Nobody's really supposed to see you in that. Yeah. But
100%. Okay.
She's in a
Hypocritical
leotard and a sheer dress.
Yo, but based off on what you said, yo, do y'all do that? Like,
Do what?
all right, say we go on a date or whatever, right? And you just dress on some whatever shit. But it's time for you to go out with your friends. You in some shit I've never seen before. Like you all the way sexy.
I like wearing certain things that my man approve. I've had one outfit that I was like, babe, is this okay? He's like, nah, I ain't gonna tell you not to wear it. But it was on theme.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
I don't.
you go out with your man. Like
You
y'all
put
go
your
to
best
a
foot
date or
forward.
whatever.
Oh, so I
And-
pop out for my friends and for
Yeah.
the niggas. I don't
And
pop out for my
family
nigga.
just put on some
Nah.
whatever
Oh
shit.
no.
No, I don't do that.
And that's why you gotta appreciate your girl taking long to get dressed sometimes, because she's trying to, put on for you. She's trying to, do what she do to show off.
It might be you might fall asleep waiting, but it's gonna be worth it. I promise.
You feel me? Eventually, but all
I
right,
feel like women don't start getting dressed till they know that you outside.
Nah.
Some women.
Nah, I don't be that.
Nah, if you give me a time and when you coming to pick me up, I gotta figure out, all right, am I gonna have you waiting 5 minutes or am I gonna be right on time?
Well, listen, man. Men gotta pay for reservations, so y'all being late costs money, more or less. So look, but this, all right. So main thing, we're not straying away from the Keke Palmer situation. We said what we feel about the actual situation at hand, but now let's talk about the aftermath of everything. So when it hit social media, shit got crazy, and you've seen a lot of people talking in these comments, going crazy, picking sides. Everybody was flaming this man up. You feel what I'm saying? They was killing him on Twitter, going crazy.
Even his brother was catching strays.
Yeah, so everybody was going crazy on this man, right? So cool. They called him. They said what he did was insecure. Personally, I don't feel like it was insecure. He just had a problem with what was going on with the woman that he sleeps in bed with every night, which he is entitled to have a problem or issue with whatever he feels he has an issue with. Because if she had one, she wouldn't be called insecure. It would be called a respect level thing, and then you would have to respect it regardless of what the situation.
Media is just
So
nobody needs to be in your business.
Yeah, and that's why I think this shit went so left, because it hit social media.
Your friends don't need to know your arguments. Your parents don't need to know your arguments. The world don't need to know your arguments. Keep that shit in house. If you can't figure it out in house, then you do not need to be with that person.
100%.
Agreed.
So it went super left, and basically women were justifying whatever Keke did and how she moved after the situation had happened, and it was like kind of blasphemy to me. That's why I wanted y'all here today, so that I could kind of like say some of the stuff, and then y'all give me a rebuttal on to what it is or how we should assess that. So with that being said, first off, let's approach this one, because I already kind of mentioned it. I said that people value money in a relationship entirely too much. So the big thing online right now is
Shut your broke ass up.
Basically, so they was like,
your broke ass shouldn't have no feelings. You broke ass nigga. Sit the fuck down. Wash the dishes, nigga. Yo, matter of fact, wipe the baby's ass. I know the baby just shitted with your insecure ass.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Your broke ass.
Listen.
So with that being said,
What was the last gig you had, you broke ass nigga?
Yo, if it wasn't for Keke, I would have never known who that man was. That man came out of nowhere to me.
He still seeded it though.
They was
He
going
did.
crazy saying,
So,
how
look-
you trying to embarrass your employer?
So look, they basically said it. So look,
I would have put myself in the grave,
So
because
look,
no way.
they was like he can't have nothing to say personally, because she's the breadwinner in the relationship. And that right there set it off in my mind. I said, I can't wait to get behind this podcast, Mike, because how the fuck dare ya? So cool. If that's the case, if he doesn't have any say in his relationship because she is the breadwinner, then why, when the tables turn and the man is the breadwinner in the relationship, boy, does he have to be liable for all the shit
That
he
nigga could
does.
cheat all the fuck he want. He
You're
could do whatever the
fucking
fuck he
crazy.
want.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Nigga,
You're
he
crazy.
spent all this money.
You're
I've been with you for
crazy.
this long, nigga.
You're crazy.
Yo,
You're
shut your
crazy.
broke ass up.
Boyfriend?
You're crazy.
Shut your broke ass
That-
up.
and that-
crazy.
That's
You're
where they
crazy.
That's where they lost me,
Shut your
because
broke ass up.
I'm like, so if women feel like he has nothing to say because she's the breadwinner, then when the tables is turned, they should have nothing to say when the man is taking care of the
I don't
house
feel like
and is
that
the breadwinner.
for either people.
Okay.
I
Listen,
don't.
man.
So he's not.
Listen.
So,
I don't
so
feel
that's
Because
why.
you don't
feelings
have
should be
respect.
ignored.
Hold on, one mic. We gotta do one mic.
Listen,
Go ahead.
listen.
Yeah,
You
go.
want?
That's why I brought the women. I want to
I
hear their
don't feel like
perspective
his
on it.
feelings should be ignored, though. I'm not one of those people that feel like, okay, he was being insecure. He has a right to be upset, but the way he went about it,
Terrible.
not the social media platform.
So that's the biggest mistake.
Wait for her to come home. Don't even call her on that trip. For real.
He was probably calling her.
Bugging,
That
man.
I feel like
I'm
that would have been
ringing your
crazier
phone
if
down.
he was calling her
That's
and would
ruining
set
it,
him
though.
off to do the social media because she wasn't answering.
No, I think she wasn't answering because y'all didn't hear.
So?
There's a rumor. There's a rumor going around that she did all of that. Then she posted the picture and was like she should have took more pictures. And then she stayed after to play spades. That's a thing
wow.
that was
But
known.
even if they both took it way too far because the next day, literally 24 hours later, there is something going around that it's a screenshot going around that this man tried to fly this other girl out and she posted it and said not Keke baby father in my DMs. And
It was AI. It wasn't him.
the play by play was his profile. So then I don't know.
This is
She might have booted him out the crib or he might have left. Either or.
And I saw something that said both their profiles are scrubbed of each other's photos.
Yeah.
They don't follow each other.
Oh, it went that far.
Probably.
Yo,
Disrespect is disrespect.
Yeah.
You see what happens when chicks want to be fiend out?
Damn.
It's her fault.
No, it is. No, it is.
Twitter really broke
It's
up.
really
a
stemmed
happy
from her
home,
behavior.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it
her
really
fault.
is. Because you broke up your own happy home for a 2-second moment.
Well,
Over Usher. Well, over Usher. I was about to say the Boondocks.
Like I can
I
understand if
said
it
it
was
was T.I.
I understand if it was T.I., but Usher.
Nah, I mean, yeah, Usher is the type of nigga that could break up a happy home. That ain't far fetched.
Not me.
Not far fetched at all. But I mean, damn, bro. They
If
really
another
broke
nigga
up.
could break up your happy home,
shit was
then
never
that was
stable.
never never your happy
So
home.
personally, do y'all feel like something was going on beforehand, and this just was like the you know?
Probably
I don't
not,
think
but it's
so.
just like I don't know if
we may never know.
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know these people.
We don't know them.
That's crazy.
All
So-
we could say is they just went about it all wrong.
They totally acted their shoe size. Nobody was acting their age at that point.
Yeah.
And on top of that too, it don't matter what type of money you have. If you're with somebody and you don't have respect for them, like how you have respect for yourself, then you don't give a fuck about them.
Right.
And then all hell break loose. So it's just like damage is done. It's over with. I don't even think there's any going back from it because it's just gonna be like you gonna be back with a man that embarrassed you publicly. You gonna be back with that girl. What if she do it again? So it's just like it's
Very
just
true.
BM type shit.
I think in a
Another
relationship,
broken family. That's sick.
I think in a relationship, when you make decisions in anything that you do publicly, you have to consider how this will affect the person that you're with. You can potentially embarrass them by doing something you don't even think twice how this might affect them, and this literally just played out just like that.
You never know who's watching. Smiling too hard at a bitch or a nigga that you know. Side eye.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. That's part of the reason why I'm not dating right now is because I do not have any time nor the strength to be how could I say considerate of anybody else's feelings at the very moment.
Right.
Okay.
So
Because sometimes you need to be selfish with yourself.
yeah, for a fact. I just don't like.
You gotta cleanse that mind, body, and soul before you enter something new.
100%. So here's the last.
Word.
Here you go.
You gotta cleanse yourself, you alright? Detox.
Pertaining to this topic, still one of the big headlines or like common things I've seen on social media was they are not even married. So with that being said, for the women in the room, that they're not even married, does being married and the person just being your boyfriend or significant other in the pursuit of y'all taking that next step, does that like negate some of the control that or the control or respect that you have to have for your partner because y'all not married?
No, you have to. Me personally, and especially when I enter a situation, I make sure like I gotta see where your head is at because I don't date for fun. Marriage is on the table.
It has
and
to be, yeah,
has to be because especially that we getting older, you never know where these relationships might take you. You might see somebody for fun, you end up with them for 7 years.
Right. And just
Or
waste
That was
time.
very personal.
Yeah.
It happened.
It does. It can happen.
And I'ma always figure out like how is marriage gonna work. And one thing about me, I take wedding vows very seriously. I don't give a fuck if I'm not married because let's say we walking down that aisle, I have to be able to put my foot down and lay out my boundaries early on as soon as we start dating, so that you know if you do want to marry me, this is what you getting yourself into. It's not going to be a surprise. Because there be bitches that be acting like dainty, like dotish and all that type of stuff, where it's like, oh, okay, I'm going to let him do him. I'm not going to complain about certain things. I'm not going to say nothing, X, Y, and Z. And then he marry me because it's like, yo, this relationship is mad easy. She don't tell me I can't do this, I can't do that. And then
new person.
And then when you get married, she telling you, yo, you can't do this. That man is gonna look at you like you got 12 heads.
Because you're not even acting like the person you were.
Exactly. Like you never complained about this before. And then he's not gonna want to do it because just like he's comfortable in doing it. This is probably the reason why he married you. Yeah. So me, I'm gonna be my true authentic self from day one, so that you know, like, listen, if we about to enter this relationship, everything you do is a reflection on me. Everything I do is a reflection on you. Don't let nobody bring nothing back to me, because we are going to have a fucking problem.
100%. You definitely got to break that honeymoon stage. And how about you? You feel?
She went on for so long.
You forgot the question? The question was basically if on your way to get into the level of marriage and the person is your boyfriend, is there a limit on the level of respect that you have to have for that person because they're only your boyfriend and not your husband yet?
There is no limit on that respect. I think that everything needs to be laid out in the forefront from the beginning. You cannot try to switch it up later on down the line, because that's when problems arise. Like she said, you know what you're getting from the beginning. If you don't want to deal with it, all right, we could part ways while we boyfriend and girlfriend, because divorce is not in the cards. But for me, I like to listen to people. I like to see their mannerisms, and when you see their relationships with other people, family members included, it tells you everything that you need to know about them.
Right.
So you'll know if they actually respect people, if they respect themselves. For me,
those are the questions that we really need to ask before dating. You feel me? Learn about the family, learn about the history, the medical history, the background.
I mean, I've seen
all of
it.
that shit.
I've seen people respect their family and respect their friends,
and they still lunatics, right?
Yeah,
speaking from experience.
Me too.
That's true. That's true. But I definitely feel like I'm gonna always be the same. You know who you getting, so it's no surprises later on down the line. Like, I'm a little nutty now. I'm gonna be a little nutty later.
Yeah.
And that's just it.
I like that. I like people that are authentically themselves and let me know their boundaries out the gate, so that we not over here, approaching each other with our interview face on. I don't want your interview face. I want your raw, authentic attitude face from the jump. I need to see what I'm dealing with. All right, so I don't want to end on, just a bunch of relationship talk. Let's end on something a little bit funny. You feel what I'm saying? And I got some beautiful women here with me. Those are my lovely co-hosts. I'm going to have everybody shout their Instagram out so that people can follow you and know who they listening to. Is a man allowed to have a Finsta? Ladies, go.
Absolutely not. Ooh. To the man that I know who has 3, and I'm in all of those, sir. You're so lucky. I love you to death, because I would be telling your girl, because Lord have mercy.
Oh, he be bugging on the Finsta?
Listen, I'm going to show you after.
Okay.
That's sick. Can a man have a Finsta? So some of my guy friends,
I know them.
They ain't my friends. Let me not even say that. They ain't catching strays of nobody.
Yo, I love you, sir.
They got Finstas. Some of them got 2 Finstas. I won't say they can't have one. They gonna have one anyway, even if you don't know. So I'm not nobody's mom. I just don't want nobody to lie to me. Don't lie to me. You might be okay with me lying to you to stroke your ego, but don't lie to me, because if I find out, it's not going to be nice. So a man can have a Finsta. And I also think we're in our 20s. Who are you trying to control?
The crazy
respect
thing
me, but don't try to control me. And that goes for both.
Yeah.
I respect what you're saying, but seeing what men post on Finstas,
it is nutty.
heavy on the nutty. Yeah. Literally, and it's like I've seen niggas who's in relationships talk to other bitches. They use their Finstas to talk to other bitches, and they post nudes and all that type of stuff. And it's just like, if you're gonna,
not my friends. Let me not say that. I never seen none of them guys.
Let me not say friends. I mean, dudes that I know of. Dudes that I know of do that, and it's like, yo, bro, I had this conversation like,
yo, you catching mad strays, whoever you are.
yo, I said, please be single. Please, because there's no way that you love this girl.
Yeah.
And you doing that.
Yeah, 100.
Fences where they get away with murder.
Sure.
I don't know. I mean, I got a Finsta, but I don't
Some of them use it and they really living their other life on Finsta.
They be thinking that it's OnlyFans. And
I don't know what type of dude you know, but
listen, I apparently know the freaks.
Yeah,
so
seems so.
God.
And you wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe who.
You go put me on. Just don't say it.
Oh nah. I'm not. I be like that.
Sick.
Nah,
like,
say it if you tough.
Nah, you know.
How many people does this person
Say it if
have
you
on
tough.
their
Tryna make
Finsta
us go
following them
viral.
though?
Nah,
It's a couple hundred.
Couple hundred and you posting dick pics?
It's not pictures, babe.
It's videos?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Please, that's a turn off.
I'm not gonna show you.
I don't want to see that on the
I'm about to
net.
say.
But I'm gonna show you who.
Nigga got a nut video on Instagram and brazy, bro.
Yo, listen.
I don't want to see that on
And
the
then
net.
the conversations, and then like I respect you and I'm gonna love you down because you are my heart. But you're wallet. Not gonna lie.
That's sick business. Okay.
It's real
And
sick.
the fact that he don't look at you in that type of relationship type of way. And he
Oh
got you
yeah,
in
that's
there,
why I don't trust
is even
niggas.
Crazy.
He's nigga number one. I don't trust no man because of that man. Mm-hmm. Don't trust no man because of that man.
You put every last one nigga in a category.
No.
because of that one nigga.
90% of my friends is niggas, so it's just like I pay attention to y'all. I'm
Exactly.
watching y'all, and I'm like, yo, this can't be.
You ain't never watched Deliver Us from Eva?
Yes, I have, and it was
My son
still
LL
wrong.
was different.
He was playing a game with everybody else.
Nah, he wasn't. He ate them nasty ass beans and told them shit was fire.
Yeah, because he fell in love.
Exactly.
You know, speaking of eating stuff, you know.
All right, yo.
We out of here, man. This is what's going on. Thank you for joining in and tuning in.
Hold on. Before you finish. If you're not the breadwinner of the relationship, right?
Oh my God.
Do you want to eat Hot Pockets or you want to eat filet mignon?
Sometimes
I'm a cook.
Basically, he's saying sometimes if you don't got the money, shut the fuck
Shut up.
And
let
honestly,
let niggas do
I'm
what
a
they
cook.
do. Let women do what they do.
apparently the women, if you're not the breadwinner, you don't got no say.
But I got a secret account though.
Oh, so she has a fence, so that's why she's okay with fences. You see the contradictions?
No,
on
she's
this,
talking
okay?
about.
I'm talking about bank account.
Oh, bank. Oh, okay, cool.
You that
And
one
I-
over
and
your
I-
head.
Okay, boo.
I'll
Like,
be rich.
come
I'll be a
on.
rich
Okay,
nigga and
boo.
still
You might think
steal your
you're
money.
the breadwinner, but I got something tucked away.
Women always got something tucked away because y'all don't pay for nothing. More time. Yeah, so like I was saying before this camera cut off, because we did have a couple of technical difficulties, but guess what? I'm on my way to Trevor Noah status. Just wait and wait and wait. You feel me? Your boy's gonna be Steve Harvey.
Yo, a nigga
Junior
with bad
someday.
breath ever try to kiss y'all?
This nigga's going crazy.
Yeah.
I had a boyfriend that had halitosis, and
Damn.
Oh my
You
God.
love that-
That's ridiculous.
You love that nigga for real.
no.
That nigga ate your. Let me stop.
I have this one ex. His breath is atrocious.
Actually, is a girl that I used to talk to that probably some of y'all know. And when I used to talk to her, I left her one day and my bottom lip smelled exactly like her breath. But neither here nor there.
That sucks. I'm
it really
sorry to
happened
hear
to me
that.
That was at high school.
Yeah, that was high school. That was high
Oh,
school.
okay.
That was high
So
school,
you know,
yeah.
I think I might know.
This is getting crazy.
Yo, everybody dropped their Instagram before this camera cut off. So the person I interviewed today, please go tune into his podcast. We're awaiting the next episode as we speak. He already know that I'm gonna hit him up tomorrow and figure out when he about to get in the studio and record. But shout out to my boy Barry, Night Period Podcast, for coming and tapping in with your boy Trending from the Trenches on the Trending from the Trenches podcast. Barry,
Nelly's missing Band-Aid on Instagram.
drop your real Instagram.
That's my Finsta.
The whole point is nobody's supposed to know it's yours.
Right.
Like, I don't care. I don't post nothing crazy on there. I just post whatever come to my head. Feel me? Like
I know that's some wicked
Nelly's
shit.
missing
I
Band-Aid.
think I posted. I think I posted like a compilation of like 10 different fart videos on there.
See,
Oh, that sounds like a
I
vibe.
hope you ain't put Black China Mom in
Thinking
there.
of you.
block. It's crazy. Drop your IG, bro,
Iceburgustavo, 1G in there.
and drop your podcast page too.
9th period pod, no underscores, no 9th.period. Just 9th period pod.
And please go subscribe to that right now. I need my boy to touch
Oh yeah,
that
yo,
$100.
and please, I'm begging you, like, feel me. Listen, I got a Cash App. cash at me $1 so I could get it right on my podcast.
All right,
you know what I mean?
he's done.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And my lovely co-host.
Okay. My handle is Jalisha.Alicia on everything. JULISHA.ELISHA.
And stay tapped in. She's about to start her series of dripping it up, letting y'all know and see the drip
Yes,
on
I
TikTok,
am going
Instagram,
to start
YouTube.
my styling page. So stay tuned for that.
And I will have her back up here when she get that up and rolling, you know.
Yes.
Just how that go. And you feel me? My last co-host, you feel me?
All right, so my Instagram is JUSSS.KAY. You're going to see with a girl with the dragon tattoo. And, that's about it. I got something cooking up, but it's not till full time. You gonna love it. You gonna love it.
And I have you back up here too. And I honestly loved having them as co-hosts, so I would definitely have them up here again if they have the free time.
Yeah, you gotta bring us back together.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all like this combo right here? I like this combo right here too. And this is organic. I had them meet for the first time. You get what I'm saying? And this was amazing content. Cameraman is signaling me that we got 1 minute left, so I got to do my outro.
I think it's at 1 minute. We got like 2 seconds on left.
2 seconds, yeah. All right, so we trending now. Long live Esco and all them good vibes.
Shout out to all the big back
in
women.
the trenches with us. Oh, he's bugging.
Bitch, don't get lost. Water on me, it's something like Voss. She tired of me, she know I'm a boss. They waiting on me, cause I'm taking off. The way that we cut unfair. Rico and shit, you know what we wear. Sending the Carters, can't see when I stare. I doubled it up, got racks in the rear. And they know what's up, they know we not pairs. Got this stick in the V, I'm moving so tight when I got it with me. I feel crazy, you so shady. I'm sipping on wild, I know that they watch, I'm feeling so faded. This shit doesn't stop, I'm still on the clock, I know that they hate it. Big body shit when I'm swaying, I had her gon' leave you laying. The streets, they get so cold. I'm in the streets, I ride alone. I roll the heat, I'm dripping cold. Stop talking so hard on my phone. I'm probably 11, no do the V long. I'm probably a savage, don't give me your soul. I don't wanna do you no wrong. Don't want you to do me no wrong.